I'm Claire. I'm here today to speak to Jen again. We've spoken to before about mental health and wellbeing, but today we're going to be talking a little bit more about our greenhouses. But before we do that, I'll just explain who I am if you haven't seen me before. I'm a teacher and I have a degree in ecology, and I'm also a horticulturalist. Jen is also, her background is in horticulture, and we get together frequently just to sort of catch up and compare notes. So today we are going to talk about greenhouses and making the most out of your greenhouse. Jen and I both have greenhouses, and Jen's going to fill you in a little bit more about her greenhouse and what she's doing with it at the moment. Hi Jen, would you like to carry on?
Hi Claire, lovely to see you. It's a lovely day out there. Oh, I think greenhouses just give you huge more possibilities, don't they? Extending the season and getting things off to a good start. I work in horticulture, as you know, and in all sorts of contexts, really, from private gardens to public gardens. At the moment, I work on a private estate as well as some small private gardens, and you see a lot of empty greenhouses. My greenhouse really, it's just about managing space. I think I've pretty well utilized the ground space and the bench space, but I think there's more really that I could do. I'm always juggling things around.
Yeah, that's why I think the photograph, Jen, of our Veggie Wall. Last year, well, I guess it would start from the beginning. We've already got a business, as you know, in living walls. And whilst I was at my greenhouse last year, Dean came in and wondered why I couldn't possibly start using the sides of the greenhouse. And I mean, you can't really put shelving on glass. So he designed a veggie wall, something I could plant my herbs and vegetables in on the wall to get growing early and to get things moving on. So he designed this living wall, this veggie wall behind you, which you can see now. The photograph you've got, Jen, is the like a prototype of something we did last year, and it was an experiment to see how well vegetables did in the wall, and they did really well. We had all sorts of produce. We had tomatoes, lettuces, aubergines. We used the big aubergines. They were not so good, so this year we've got some mini aubergines that we're going to put in. They're ready to plant up. As you can see, I've got quite a lot of space here ready to plant up other things that I've been planting up, that I've been growing from seed. But at the moment we've got a whole range of herbs and some lettuces, all looking lovely, all, poking their little faces up to the sun and doing really well. I mean, these went in very early on in the season, haven't been affected by our really bad frost. So it's been a bonus, and I've still got my space on the ground for all my seedlings, and I've got place for potting up on my benches, and everything's looking great. So Jen, totally recommend bringing one of these over to you.
Absolutely, yeah. I think that's the solution, isn't it? I'm going to try and do that far wall where it's not going to be compromising light levels in the greenhouse or space. I think that's a great idea. And I tell you what, Claire, a lot of the people I work for, some of them are quite elderly and they've stopped using the greenhouses, but they all sit there empty, the greenhouses. And I reckon if I could get something like this set up for them, they would be able to maintain it, ongoingly. I could go and make adjustments and help them with it. But I think, you're not having to bend down all the time, are you? I think this opens up a huge new area of possibilities for people. And I think, there's nothing sadder than people losing the experience of gardening in their lives. We've just talked about how much it gives us. And I'm helping people who have had this as part of their life, their whole lives, and they're losing that. So I think that's very inspiring.
Yeah, it would be a shame for people, who are elderly or disabled in any way, or who can't actually utilize and bend down. I mean, even me. I mean, I've got a bad back on some occasions. I can't. Yeah. I know you can't some days. Yeah. Get down. I mean, that's not old age. That's just wear and tear.
It's gardening, isn't it?
Yeah, it's gardening. So
half the time upside down.
Yeah. So here we are in the greenhouse. You can pot everything up on your benches, and then just literally take it off, pop it on. I mean, I'm sitting down, so if somebody was in a wheelchair, they might be able to actually do the same and not feel as though they're going to have to, keep bending down, picking things up.
Yeah.
So it's great. And there's a watering system involved as well. So the watering system comes through your own hose and can be turned on and off whenever you like. So again, that's not something that you've got to, you know, be on top of all the time. You could have a timer there and then let it do its thing. You know, you can fertilize it. But another thing, while I'm just on the subject of fertilizing and so on, this is doing well this time. This has got an alpine mix in it. You know, compared, you've got this, and then you've got this, which, you know, requires a lot more water. The curly parsley, and you've got your mint, especially, which likes a lot of water, and this, which likes to be free draining. I mean, the thing is, you can just, you know, have your different soils on your bench, and then, you know, pot it up, pop it on, put it where you like, according to whether it likes more shade or whether it likes more water, and it's going to, you know, basically look after itself. And so it's quite low maintenance as well, which is another good thing.
Yeah, so, it's a movable feast, Claire.
It is a movable feed. There's quite a bit of planting up to be done. Can you see?
Yeah.
But everything's ready to go. I've got everything down on the ground, ready to go. So I can put my tomatoes in. They can go in the pots. The aubergine tomatoes can go in the pots, and the big tomatoes can go up the wall, and my peppers can go in, and we're all happy. So you know, it is the only way up. And, you know, hence grown up gardens. Love it.
Fantastic.
Okay. All right, Jen. Well, I hope that, you know, we can get over to you soon, and we're going to bring you a prototype, or bring you a wall and see how you get on with it. And
fantastic.
Then you can pass that knowledge on to your elderly customers. That'd be great.
Well, and the young ones.
And the young ones, of course, yes. Yeah, absolutely. For everybody. It's for everybody. You know, put it on your balcony, put it wherever. You can have it wherever. You could even have it indoors, you know, in your kitchen if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think I'll try some propagation, and, you know, get some more house plants going and that sort of thing. And that's another thing that I often manage for other people. So it's a whole other thing, really.
Yeah.
Possibilities are great, aren't they? Thank you, Claire.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope I'm going to see you soon. I mean, you know, I think lockdown's coming to an end, and we should all be a little bit more flexible and be able to move around a little bit more freely. So we'll pop over and see you, and we'll bring you on with us when we come.
Thank you, Claire.
Thanks for chatting, Jen. It's been really nice. It's been
lots of love.
Yeah.
We'll see you soon. Lots of love.
Take care. Bye. Bye.